Hello YouTube, what's up? It's Steven. Woot woot woot, Nurse Steven, Psychologist Steven. Yeah, anyway, this is Steven for Ask a Student. And I was brought to something was brought to my attention, and it's this Ask Dan and Jennifer site thing. So, I checked it out. Looked at some of their videos on, it's all about sex and relationships. So they first started talking about relationships, which was totally fine because any idiot can talk about a relationship. And then they started giving sexually transmitted disease advice. And I noticed on their videos, they were just having a little disclaimer saying we are not doctors. This should not be taken as medical advice. Right away that some red flags for me. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not doctors, then who are you? You know, why are you talking about this? Why are people asking them? Is another question I have. Why are you asking this couple? This couple who is no different than the couple down the street. If the couple down the street is not a nurse, doctor, psychologist, any medical, or just any science person in general. You're like asking your best friend's mother, who is a homemaker. Like, who asked? My God. And the questions they get asked are so stupid. Like, can I get pregnant off of pre-cum? Is there semen in pre-cum? I'm like, did you drop out of elementary school? Did you drop out of elementary school, bitch? Like, Anyway, that's not what I'm... Whatever, they want to give it medical advice. It's YouTube. There's no laws. They can't be arrested. At least I don't think. Law is not my specialty. But whatever. It's YouTube. If you want to listen to them, go ahead. But then I was brought to the attention of this video. Viagra alternatives for women. I watched it and I had to bite my lip through this entire video. It was bad. It was really bad. I'm just going to target a few of the main points. This whole thing was bullshit. Not that I have anything against natural remedies. I am pro natural remedies. My mother was diagnosed with cancer. They gave her two weeks to live, and we went to see a naturopathic doctor, and she ended up living for 2 years until she stopped taking her natural medications, and she died a few weeks after she stopped taking the treatment. So I do believe in natural remedies, but I also believe in alternative, in traditional. And I also am a nurse. I have my pharmacology, my biochemistry, my biology, and my chemistry courses to back myself up with my statements in saying that 70% of all prescription medication comes from plants. Shh. Pharmacy corporations don't want you to know, because there are people out there who think that there's two extremes. People who totally hate prescription medication and love herbal medication, and then there's people who hate herbal medications and love prescription medications on the other end. These two people clash. And what they don't realize is they shouldn't be clashing, because 70 to 80% of all prescription medication has herbal remedies in it. Where do you think we get this shit from? You think we just go abracadabra, boom, AIDS medication, abracadabra, boom. It's natural stuff, guys. Everything is natural because everything comes from the earth. We come from the earth, our computers come from the earth, my iPhone comes from the earth, my Xbox, my air conditioner. We just build it up to how we want it. So, and what makes you think that herbal medication isn't synthesized? Because it is. Herbal medication is more fake than prescription medication. What's scarier is herbal medication is actually made by some of the same corporations as prescription medication. Did you know that? Did you know that some of the pills you're taking, if you're a herbal fanatic, you're actually still supporting the pharmaceutical companies? They don't care what you do. You can take their pills with your doctor's notes, or you can take their pills from your GNC or your local health food store. Both the same place, honey. Who do you think manufactures them little pills that are green and say they come from echinacea or berberine? What? You guys are idiots if you really are on either end of those continuums. If you hate prescription medications or if you hate herbal medications, you guys need a serious reality check. Go back to school, take a biochemistry course, take a pharmacology course, because you are really unrealistic. Now let's get back to this Ask Dan and Jennifer people, frauds. Frauds. This is the perfect term that describes them, because they are frauds. They have no medical background. If they did have a medical background, they wouldn't have to have a disclaimer. So these frauds and what they're doing can kind of be classified as illegal. Giving medical advice when they're not supposed to. Just because you say you're not giving medical advice, you are, because what you're saying, people are following. Yeah, whatever. Okay? Anyway, let's get back to this. I love it when she says, I can actually pronounce some of the stuff in this. And then she reads what's in it. Did you know that half the stuff that's in it you can get from drinking beer? Drinking beer. The ginkgo biloba, it's a Chinese medication, but Chinese herb thing. And it contains two extreme types of things that she probably can't pronounce. Well, I can. Any idiot can, but she seems like a dumb bitch. Called flavonoids and shit, I don't even remember the other one. Flavonoids and hops. And these both are in wines and beers. And you can get them just from drinking beer. And I bet you it's cheaper than buying this Provesta shit, or whatever it's called. And from eating carrots, and salad, and meat. You can get everything that's in this from eating food, and drinking beer, or drinking wine. Why are you guys buying this shit? If you can, and like he even says he reads what's in his food. If you really read what's in your food, then you would know that this stuff is in your food. You don't need to buy it. So I guess what they're saying, the secret that they're trying to say is the cure for female, Viagra alternative is to eat food and drink beer.